So, Shedeur Sanders has officially been announced as starter for the rest of the season, announced by Kevin Stefanski today at a press conference. And I'm gonna go ahead and speculate, bro. I think this is what he had to do to save his job. He had to go and talk to the owner like, see, whole time I been knew that was Tommy Reese. That was Reese who thought Dillon Gabriel could start. See, I be trying to go ahead and boost the morale for my coaching style, but the whole time I knew Shedeur had the chops. Line that motherfucker. But that's what I think happened. That's the scenario I'm building in my mind, because that's the only way that I could see that this man has a job today. But okay, now.
What's going on?
Honored to see you.
How you feeling? We're glad to have you. Are we taking care of you? You need anything? Let's have 12 play well. Is that right? Right. Good to see you, man. Hey guys, Jimmy. Good to see you all. Yeah.
Kevin Stefanski said this in response to Mary Kay Abbott asking him about Shedeur Sanders moving forward.
Is Shedeur Sanders your starter now for the rest of the season?
Yes. He has constantly and consistently gotten better in each one of these games and how he's approached this game. He's been working very hard, so I feel good about where his development is heading. He knows there are always going to be plays that he can be better and those type of things, but he's very intentional about getting better each and every game he's out there.
And bro, I see other people or this thing about, okay, he was a 5th round pick. Usually 5th round picks don't have that much time or aren't given that much time to develop. But I think that's hustling backwards. If you were able to stumble across this type of talent in the 5th round, then you have a cheap, great player, a cheap project that you see he shows that he can get better. That's when you do invest while you build the rest of your team, because the quarterback position is now cheap. That's why teams like the Philadelphia Eagles were successful early, because they were able to have a great team around their solid quarterbacks every single time. Nick Foles early, success. Kansas City Chiefs years ago, Mahomes come in, first contract, success. Or back to the Legion of Boom, cheap ass Russell Wilson contract, success. You have a great team that you can build because the quarterback position is now cheap, but you have a competent player right there, dog. So this is the perfect opportunity that they have. They stumbled across because of whatever reason. Shedeur fell late. They have a cheap quarterback that's capable, playing to prove himself. You're good. Now build around him and develop him. So in reaction to the news that Shedeur will be starting for the rest of the season, this dude right here says, somebody check on Dillon Gabriel's wife. This other page said, this disputes claims made by Dillon Gabriel's girlfriend that everyone in the locker room wants Dillon Gabriel to start. They post this right here saying, what a glorious day. Hey, Jameis is funny as hell. I hope y'all seen some of the highlights from his day on Fox, dog. It was hilarious. But this is currently Dillon Gabriel's wife's comment section turned off, because she know, yeah, all that shit you was talking just last week. But speaking of talking shit, Tony Grossi said this right here. Now, Tony Grossi has been talking a lot of shit against Shedeur Sanders for a long damn time, all right? So early today, this is what he said right here.
Congratulations to Shedeur. Outstanding game. He won, the Browns lost.
Yeah.
What I found most impressive about a very impressive day was that he came back from 2 double-digit deficits.
Twice.
Both times. He made more plays in that game than he had in his 2.5 games prior, combined. Yeah. And he brought him back. And I don't even blame him for the interception.
Yeah.
Because
he was trying.
As he explained it, we needed a spark. And I learned not to do that. You know, he said everything. I'm really impressed with his self-awareness after games. But on the field, he deserves his props. That was outstanding.
All right, now I hope y'all remember the time early in the year when Tony Grossi and Shedeur had that little moment behind the scenes, you know, because Tony Grossi was being hard on that boy. Well, he's been hard on a lot of quarterbacks that's come through that organization, but today he's being hard on the head coach because he was believing the lies too. You feel me? He was sipping the juice. So he says Kevin Stefanski would not answer if it was a mistake to not start Shedeur Sanders earlier in the season. So him and Kevin Stefanski had his back and forth. Let's go ahead and tap in.
Kevin, hi. Was it a mistake not to start Shedeur earlier?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into those type of things, Tony. I'm obviously focused on what's in front of us.
About the second 2-point conversion, Batonio said after the game, you guys were repping that play back in Philadelphia. I remember seeing it myself. But the fact is, Judkins was not with you in Philadelphia. So did he get reps Friday on that play?
He did.
How'd he do?
we ran the play. So, you know, Tony, bottom line is we'll always look at things that we can do better, but I trust our guys. We work hard during the week to rep plays that we may play, that you may show in the game. But that was not the issue there.
Okay.
Well, at least we had consistency. If Tony don't like you, he gonna pressure you. So I guess he likes Shedeur now, so he's not pressuring him, and his attention towards Kevin Stefanski. So at least we have some type of consistency. All right. Now, let's keep this thing pushing. Now, this dude right here says this. Funny that a simple answer to why the Browns didn't play Shedeur earlier, that he likely needed a ton of work learning how to prep like an NFL starter compared to Dillon Gabriel. Is it not in the realm of possibility for people? Gotta scream into a mic so they can clip it for social instead. Now, Shedeur's people, HBull32, he says this right here because he been knew people was gonna have this narrative. He had his video recorded already on September 18th, 2025. Let's see what Bull gotta say.
September 18th, 2025, 12:43 p.m. I'm on the road. I just want to don't document this for when it come time. I could go on, you know what I'm saying, have my files in order. When I tell y'all, Shedeur Sanders, when he get his opportunity, go turn the football world up. And everybody, and after he go do it, like I know he gonna do it, I already know the people gonna be saying, oh man, good thing he did have to wait behind him and give him time to develop, and so he could learn this, and man, that time gave him, you know, time to learn. That's what they're gonna put it on. I already know what they're gonna put it on. He ain't, you know what I'm saying, he ain't even out there yet, and I'm calling it now because I've seen this story unfold time and time again. Instead of giving him credit that's due because he really like that, they're gonna always try to find a way to discredit him some way. Oh well, you know, if he had came in from day one to the start, man, he would, you know, he would have struggled, but him sitting behind Joe and, you know, and Dillon and all that stuff gave him time to, you know, to mature and learn the offense and this, that, and the other. They gonna be too prideful to just be like, man, that kid got screwed over. He always been that. He ain't just become that. He been that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to document it. I like to keep my files ahead of time because I see when things unfold. I got a different eye for this stuff. I'm able to see things that other people can't see, and I'm able to see down the road. So whenever he get his opportunity, after other people before him can't do it, like it's always been people who came before him who could never accomplish it. And then he always had to step in and be the one to accomplish it. It's no different. Jackson State, the people before him failed year after year after year after year. He come in, immediately turn that thing around. Colorado, 1-11, and hadn't won in years. Nobody cared about Colorado. You could get a ticket any day, anywhere in that stadium, because wasn't nobody going to watch them games. He came immediately, sold out. Season tickets sold out. Can't find a seat in the building. He left, it was 9-4. Like, so he's always been able to turn stuff up immediately. When other people fail, he's always found ways to make it be successful. So this Cleveland Browns situation ain't gonna be no different. When he get his opportunity, when all the other BS settle and he get the cream always rise to the top, he's gonna kill it. And I'm telling you now, he's gonna kill it. And then everybody's gonna be like, instead of just like, man, he been that. Because people just now tuning in don't really know he really like that. Oh man, you know, that gave him time to really settle in, you know, and learn this, and man, you know, that really helped him develop, and that's why he's having success now. They're gonna be too prideful to just say, man, he been that guy. Shedeur been him. That's all I want to say. Tapping out.
Listen, bro, listen. If these folks weren't able to see that he was capable, they just ain't want to see it. My number one eye test for all quarterbacks when they coming in is, can they take care of the football and do they push the football down the field? If I see that in college, they can push the football down the field, make next level throws, make throws outside of the hashes, and they can push the ball down the field accurately. All you got to worry about is like calming them down, teaching them how to play within the system. I prefer those type of quarterbacks than scary ass quarterbacks, bro. Okay, now Skip Bayless, you guys know he loves Deion, he loves Shedeur. He's a huge supporter, so he had a lot to say about Kevin Stefanski. We're not gonna watch this full video, but in this caption he says, I'm going to say it again, Kevin Stefanski must be fired. I'm going to say it again and again and again. Kevin Stefanski has done everything in his power to keep Shedeur Sanders from succeeding in Cleveland. Now, y'all gonna be surprised at the hit dog that hollered, and it happened to be Mark Schlereth. Now, Mark Schlereth is the person that was calling the game, and the entire game, boy, it was no secret in regards to what he thought about Shedeur Sanders, dog. He kept talking about him patting the football. Every single mistake he made, he talked about it, and then and backhanded compliments saying, okay, Shedeur really performs well in man coverage. When you're in man coverage, don't play man against him. He struggles against the zone, which is okay. He's an okay read, but like, goddamn, bro, I didn't see him say one thing that Cam Ward struggled with. And Cam Ward was struggling with shit, especially the zone. Okay, so it was throwing me off. Now, Cam Ward is an amazing talent in my opinion, but it was obvious to see. Now, this is what he said in response to Skip Bayless saying what he said.
Skip, my brother, with all due respect, and I'll say it again, with all due respect, when it comes to your football opinion, I take it with a grain of salt. All right, number one, let me educate you. Kevin Stefanski gave up play calling duties during the bye week to Tommy Rees, so that wasn't a Kevin Stefanski call on the 2-point conversion. That was a Tommy Rees call. Now, Kevin should have overruled it. I get it. It should never have been called. Shedeur made some unbelievable plays in that game. Got a touchdown pass to Jerry Jeudy, was incredible on the man-to-man coverage. A couple throws in the end zone, absolute dime pieces. There is no coverage for the perfect throw, and he made several of those during the course of that game. And he scrambled around and created, opportunities for his offense in avoiding sacks and doing all that stuff. So it was incredible. All that being said, the 2-point conversion play was horrible. I get that, but it wasn't a Kevin Stefanski call. All right, and maybe I'm splitting hairs, but when it comes to your football opinion, this is the issue I have. You thought Johnny Manziel was going to be a superstar. You were on record saying he was going to change the league. You thought that Tim Tebow was going to change the league. You thought he was the answer at quarterback. So when it comes to your quarterbacking opinions and your football opinions, I'm out. Like, no thank you, because they have proven over the course of time to be ridiculous.
I ain't gonna lie, Skip Bayless does say some wild shit, but let's get back to what you were saying. Okay, bro. Kevin Stefanski is the head coach of that football team, bro. Clock management, game management, that falls on the head coach. I don't give a fuck about what you're saying as far as him giving up play calling. That's from down to down play calling, but situational football, the head coach is the person that has the final call, bro. I know you're OG. I know you're Mark Schlereth. I get it. 100% get it. But that's a crazy ass hill to die on. And Kevin Stefanski did the right thing as far as taking responsibility and said it was my call. It was my shit, because we all know in them rooms when it comes to talking about situational football, they have their philosophies as far as how they want to play situational football. And I'm pretty sure Kevin Stefanski is 100% in agreement with the offensive philosophy in those situations. The play calling is within Kevin Stefanski's philosophy in the way that he likes moving the offense. Very conservative and trying to put everything on the defensive back. Don't make too many mistakes. That's why you see the ball starts to move much more freely when the Browns are behind, because they have to throw the ball. They have to in those situations. And then you see Shedeur can operate an offense that's throwing the ball, pushing the ball down the field, spreading shit out. He can do that. But when you want to slow things down, it's just vanilla. And I don't think the team has the players for that. Right now, the offensive line is banged up. The center just blew his Achilles. The right guard and right tackle were out as well. So the offensive run game was not working. It wasn't working. So Kevin Stefanski's game plan stalled. And all the big plays came from either swinging the ball, throwing the ball outside on screens, or throwing the ball down the field. And you've seen that. But most of the offense, even though Kevin Stefanski isn't calling the plays per se from down to down, it's still his identity. Slow and steady, conservative. Run the ball, throw it if you have to. And that shit looks horrible. But that 2-point conversion, those 2-point conversions, those fall on his shoulders. He has to be able to override that as a head coach if he didn't feel like it was a great call, great play. He was 100% down for that. He took 100% responsibility, shut that shit up. But Mark Schlereth was going back and forth with this guy when this person seen and heard what I heard, saying, did you happen to see the late game last night where both quarterbacks patted the ball before throws? Funny, didn't hear one peep from Collinsworth about it, okay? Because that's been the thing. Shedeur Sanders does pat the ball before you throw it, but many quarterbacks pat the ball before they throw it. And yes, I play DB. You do try to find signals to let you know the ball about to come out, but when you're elite quarterback, it doesn't fucking matter. And when you elite DB, it doesn't fucking matter as well. You're gonna get there if you're gonna get there, bro. But if you're trying to nitpick, you're gonna nitpick. So this is what's being said right here. Mark Schlereth, I know you're a football expert, and I'm sure you're in the same meetings with the coaches that I was in on Friday and talked to the same coaches as I did on the field on Sunday. I do believe there's a subtle difference, that's what he meant, in hacking it and burping the damn thing. So he's saying that Shedeur pats the ball too hard. Come on, bro. But then dude says, sure. Then Mark says in response, also tell me what multiple defensive coordinators in this league who have studied the film told you and faced him told you. I'd like to know. Then he says, no, you can't back out of it now. You're the freaking expert. Tell me, what they told you, what you saw studying the film. I like to know. Bruh, watch game film and you'll see so many quarterbacks pack the football. Elite quarterbacks pack the football. Fuck it, let's body this expert in 1 second. Mark played on this O-line right here. His quarterback, John Elway. Let's see what John Elway does.
Should go to Jackson. Touchdown. Go to Jackson. Touchdown.
Pat.
Over the 50,000-yard mark for you.
What was that? What was that? Was that not a Pat?
The 50,000-yard mark for you.
Wasn't that an indication that I'm about to let this ball out? One more play.
Pick up some of the blitz.
Was that not a Pat? Was that not a... Is he not doing the same damn thing? Yo QB, who you won championships with? Yo QB, Mark. Yo boy, I love this team as a kid. This one of the first championships or dominant teams I can remember as a kid. I love this team, but come on, boy. Oh, Shay ain't saying nothing about that, and he your teammate. Unc ain't saying nothing about that. One more time for good measure, just one more. I just need one more.
Hey, I'm done it.
Was that not another Pat? Yo boy, who I loved as a kid. But yo boy was patting the ball, Mark. Come on, bruh. Chill. Just chill. It's a rhythm thing, dog. It's a rhythm thing, and that issue has been overcome before. It's not going to be the thing that holds back Shedeur. But all right, let's go have some fun. Last week we tapped in with Chase Daniel in his all-22 coverage of Shedeur Sanders film. The first full game he loved from Shedeur. Last week it was could be better. There were a lot of opportunities for improvement, so this week I'm interested in seeing what he had to say. Let's tap in with Chase Daniel, man.
What's going on, guys? Chase Daniel here. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel. Appreciate that. Make sure you get that Patreon page a follow as well. All right, Shedeur Sanders right here, man. Thought he played really well. Thought this was the best game of his career, short career. Imagine what these practice reps can do for a young guy. He's just doing such a great job of understanding. I thought he played really slow this game, which is a good thing. Calm, cool, collected. And this is play 11 of the game. And for him to make this throw, it's just unbelievable. I also read a thought, or saw a thought. He's one of only 2 rookie quarterbacks ever to throw for 340 plus yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown in one game. I don't care if it's against the Titans. This dude is balling out. All right, so here's the concept. You're going to take this flat route right here. You just want to pull these guys out. You want to attack the middle of the field, all right? You're going to have, I think that's Njoku and Fannin. You're going to go straight to the middle of the field. This is going to be wide open. And watching this, I thought he should have thrown this. But you know what? He wanted to throw 85 the ball, right? He's already starting to throw the ball, and he just trusts his tight end to be exactly where he needs to be. And you can't throw this ball any better. Like, this is an absolute BB dot. I thought, though, this play, just watching this, is supposed to be for 44. He wants to throw it to his guy with 37 going. Let him do it, because he had the hot hand, and we're going to get to this 2-point conversion, which everyone's talking about. I like that they're taking Fannin, moving him up there. It should be a post, and it's a corner, and he's just supposed to read the middle of the field, right? He gets up there. Here's another thing, too. I saw a lot of checks at the line of scrimmage. He just looks way more comfortable, right? He's already throwing it, so I get that.
I like his eyes. Look right first time and look left. If he didn't like what he's seen, then okay, you come back to it. But for whatever reason, he trusts Njoku. Njoku's a monster in the red zone, I believe. So, and it sucks that he did get injured, but he's just trusting Njoku, so he threw it out there. But yeah, his eyes pulled him over here, so he could have went back over there as well. But he trusts his arm. That boy got a dot. My homie texted me, said this boy got fucking aimbot on his arm.
And here's the thing, too. His footwork wasn't great this game, but it was really just calm. And that's what I like, because there's a couple of times where he gets out. We're going to show a lot of good plays. We're going to show a few bad, too. But you can't, guys, you can't throw this football any tighter, any better, any window. It's just really, really good. All right, here we go. Under center, right? You just make this change. They're an all goal line personnel. So when you get up there, you're thinking, all right, hey, I got a chance. If they blitz, I got enough guys up here to really block up for us, right? They just go full slide. So there is a very good possibility you're hot here. If he goes, he buys enough time, moves to his left, throws this dart, and I mean, you can't get a better throw. All right, next play right here. This is play 12. This is the very next play, all right?
And if you watch my coverage last week, what I said, he has the ability, he has the talent. It's just the consistency that you want from him, but he's a rookie. It was a second start. Of course, you're going to see some inconsistencies, dog. But the thing about it, when you see the possibility of him being able to push the ball down the field, be super accurate, have great touch, he throws a catchable ball, that's when you know, okay, there's something to build on here. And once again, like I said earlier, he's cheap. If you're thinking as a front office, he's cheap. Let's go ahead and try to get what we can get right now to surround around him because he's cheap. Let's build here.
Titans tried to do a lot of different things. They tried to disguise. Is there 4 guys on the line? Is there 5 guys on the line? Shedeur's seen this quite a bit. Remember the Ravens game, his very first time playing? They blitzed the crap out of him. He wasn't ready. Here, I just think that is such a good job of, we call it stop and pop. And I love this play. Like, I love this play call so much. You have a receiver here, you're motioning here, you're faking here, you're seeing this guy on a slide route, which means you slide underneath the line of scrimmage, and then you have an over route and a corner route. I mean, this is a perfect play call. This is exactly what Shedeur needs to have in his repertoire under center. This is hard because when you see this, and Shedeur has to peek this is called a wide 9 technique. See how wide he is compared to this tight end? So he's way out there. You're told on these bootlegs and nakeds, if you have a wide 9, be ready to pull up and be ready to hit this over route in a tight window. Now this over route, because of the fake, is wide open, but I thought this is really good technique by Shedeur, a good fake. See how he pops, he's stop and pops, which means, hey, you're stopping, you're popping this throw, and a really nice job. Look at the layering of this defense. When everything is layered correctly and everything's going right, they give him a lot of half-field reads and progressions. He's a good quarterback. He threw the ball really accurately too, in my opinion, for this cold weather. This snow is barely coming down. Everything's not right. Okay, 19's going to go there. The tight end, who's been a great add, and then you should stay on the move on this. However, you're going to see this over route come. You have to get and understand, hey, there's a couple rules. Okay, one of them is, hey, if there's a wide 9, we're going to pop and stop. All right, a little bit behind him here, but that's pretty good. You're thinking in your mind, right, good fake, get these guys, these linebackers to roll, and then you're going to roll out. Okay, the first thing you look at is wide 9 technique. If it is, you got to be aware. If there's pressure, you got to be aware. He understood that. He understood the assignment. Nice throw. A little behind him. It's all right though. I don't mind that at all because you're getting a first down when you're backed up. It's all right, right? This is a tough throw, a guy right in your face, right? He's throwing it right there. This guy's open. Yeah, perfect throw would have been in front and get him to throw or get him to run. All right, next play right here. All right, 3-by-1 formation into the boundary. All right, he took a lot of time at the line of scrimmage, just sort of feeling it out, seeing, hey, what are we going to do? Right here, they're playing in a 2-shell safety look, so this means there's 2 safety back. Really nice job right here. An underutilized part of his game, too, I think, is his scrambling ability. And so when you're scrambling like this, it just keeps the defense aware of your athletic ability. Okay, so I like this play a lot. You're going to bring this motion. He's going to become the seam. You're going to run this switch release all go. This is versus single high zone, all right? But it's not single high zone, so you're off of that. The next thing they're going to do, they're going to run a 12-yard in and an 8-yard over route. You're trying to get, this is number 1 and this is number 2. This play right now versus this coverage and 2-eye safety, it's dead. Like, it really is dead. What you're hoping for is with this right guard pulling, you're hoping to get this Mike to run into this A gap and just hit this tight end right there over cross. It's not there, right? There's nothing open. Not there, not there, not there, not there. I saw a couple times where he was able to get to his 5th read. But when you have a quarterback that can do this and you have a quarterback that can run for, 15 yards on any given play, I like it. I also like him showing his ability to.
That's why I like watching Chase Daniel, because he gives you the play. He tells you what the play is and lets you know what the reads are. Because when I seen this play happen in real time, I'm like, oh, he kind of missed Jerry Jeudy streaking down the middle of the field. But if it's 3rd read and okay, we're trying to move the chains, then I appreciate what he did. When he gets older, he probably may sit in the pocket a little bit longer and buy a little bit more time and hit Jerry Jeudy streaking down the middle of the field. He probably may hit him when he's older, but still positive, moving the chains. And I kept saying last week, he's always hunting for the big play. Right here, he's taking the chains. He's moving the chains, and eventually came and got the big play. You feel me? Because he's trying to stay ahead of the sticks. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I'll take that. I'll take that, bro. Especially knowing that it's his third read.
I like it. I also like him showing his ability to sort of show his personality, because it definitely was the case this game. So look, you're doing this and you're trying to get this Mike linebacker to fill this A gap with this fake, and you're trying to sneak 44 on this little Gronk route, Rob Gronkowski, and the Patriots ran it a lot. It's not there. He sees this, and that's a nice job of him understanding, hey, I can't throw that. Okay, can I throw that? Nope, this defender's taking it. Let me just take off. Quick decision making really led to his good game. Here we go. Empty. I liked him in empty this game. All right, you're getting a man zone read right now. Okay, you see this. I think that's a running back or a tight end. That's a linebacker. Inside leverage, you know it's man. All right, you know it's man. Is it 5-man pressure or is it just 4-man pressure? Because that changes the entire dynamic. Right now, it's a 4-man pressure, and here's a spy, or what we like to call a robber. So when he understands that, right, he's got to understand, hey, what is going to win in this game? All right, there's a couple things that go on here. One, this is just an amazing throw. Two, I'm trying to think like what they're trying to do. What I think they're trying to do is I think they're trying to run a shallow cross. I think Jerry Jeudy, is supposed to run a dagger route and a clear route. And I think you're just supposed to read low to high right here. What's crazy about this is him and Jerry Jeudy, remember the little scuffle on the sideline? Well, Jeudy is wide open right here. He's throwing the football. When I say wide open, it's because of the route. But look at
anticipation. Oh my fucking, this is beautiful, bro. Look at the anticipation.
This trust. There's 2 defenders right here, right? And that's what Jeudy was saying. Hey, just throw me the football. This whole part of this through route is to take this safety. The timing and the rhythm and everything about this throw for Shedeur is just outstanding. And people can say, oh, you know, Jerry Jeudy stopped running on the last one. Shedeur missed that one. Shedeur did not miss this throw.
Hold on. Someone threw a snowball at this man, bro.
Jeudy stopped running on the last one. Shedeur missed that one. Shedeur did not miss this throw. And I just like how he gets through his progression so quickly. You're going to have pretty much a high-low, right? You have to see this safety, number 25. His eyes, Shedeur, early in the snap, his eyes are this way. You can't see it. We'll do this QB vision cone. His eyes are this way to try and get this safety to go that way. 19 is rolling. They drop him, so this safety has to take him. And when he does, look how quickly he's already back there for this throw. And it's a very, very tight window throw between 3 defenders. And here's the thing, too, which I like about Shedeur's throw and I like about Jeudy's route. This route should be coming downhill. Shedeur and Jerry Jeudy both realize that there's no safety, and this safety is getting taken over here. We're just going to throw him open. This is what I'm talking about. This is what makes good quarterbacks great. And Shedeur's not at that spot yet, but him and Jerry Jeudy sort of squashed that beef. I want you to watch his eyes. His eyes are going to be this way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he gets to his second read, and then he gets back to his third read. So this is 3 reads that he's able to do. Okay, and everyone wants to say, hey, look at the pat, look at the pat. Did the pat hurt this time right here? Look at the pat on the ball. The pat, it gets him in rhythm. Jerry Jeudy, they throws it open, and then it's a house call. It's unbelievable throw, unbelievable, and then Jeudy hits it with a flip.
That boy good. That boy good, man.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 3. After that Jerry Jeudy throw, I'm telling you, this gave him a lot of confidence, and he started playing a lot better. All right, big time play action. You're rolling to the right. This is one that he's going to want back, right? I like the thought of this play. So you're going to have a tight end right here. You call it a bang out and release. And then I'm pretty sure the San Francisco 49ers and Kyle Shanahan ran this play last week to Juice. You're going to have this tight end come back. He's going to insert through the C gap, which is the gap between the tight end and the tackle, and he's going to run a corner. He should be your primary, and then you're going to have an over route. What I don't like about this play, one, I think 44 gets too deep right there. I'd love 44 to be here so he gets up on the safety faster.
I think the spacing was horrible too.
Right, and they're trying to do that. They're trying to get this nickel or that linebacker to try and fit up. That's who is open. And if it just gets there a little bit sooner. I think Shedeur sees it. But look at all three of these guys, right? They're so tightly wound up that you just can't make that throw. He tries to fit this throw in. He's getting a little too confident on some of these intermediate throws where there are some tight window throws that need to be had, right? That's the throw. This is the throw that needs to be had, and it needs to have a little bit of air. What I don't think happened, I thought that Shedeur didn't see 39, right? Because 39 turns it. Shedeur's looking back inside and feels like, hey, I can beat this throw. He doesn't see that. You got to see in front of your throw. Lucky this one didn't get picked off, right? Let's see it right here. Get him on the move. I like this route concept. This should already be here, though. Just the timing was a little bit off. Shedeur definitely doesn't see this guy. Sky turn, and then, gets lucky with the non-interception. Here we go. 2x2 formation, shotgun, play 41. All right. Here's what I like. Okay, you see Shedeur? Watch Shedeur the whole time. Check into a play. That just tells me he understands that it's man-to-man coverage. And Stefanski and offensive powers to be, they give him an opportunity to check to what he feels necessary. If that's a man beater, then so be it. And this is a dime. This might be the best throw of the game for Shedeur. Like I truly believe that. It's a switch release all go. So you're trying to get here. So you're trying to go here to take this safety. And I don't know if this is like a wheel route or if this is supposed to be an out and up. But what I do know is that Shedeur holds this free safety and throws an absolute dime. Like you just can't get a better throw than this. In rhythm, 1, 2, 3, while he's getting hit. And he throws this over top, and it's so hard to do sometimes to a tight end. But he's just a mismatch anywhere. So watch. He sees this safety out of the corner of his eye come down. When he sees the safety come down, here we go. We're checking. We're getting to a play for number 44, and I'm going to hold this safety, watch the eyes, and I'm going to let this thing rip, right? Just enough. You can barely see it. See his eyes right there, right? It's holding the safety. And he was able to come back here as he's getting smoked, which this O-line, this right side did not pass off these games very well.
They all not starters over there.
He's getting smoked while he's doing it, but a really nice shot down the field. And that's like, I like to, sometimes on his go balls, he throws it too much up in the air. You see how this is just on a line? It gets up and down. That is a freaking NFL throw. Let's see it from this view. I like it. Watch his eyes just enough. He understands, hey, there's no way Woods can get over here. Let's check. Okay, we're cutting something. Got to fill out the line of scrimmage. We're doing all these things, all right? Watch his eyes just enough right there. It's just peeking just to make sure he can't get over. And when he can't, as you're getting hit, we're throwing a dime over top the shoulders, and then the whole sideline, man, the whole sideline was pumped.
That boy good. He will be fine. He will be just okay, bro. Just give him time. Give him time. Keep building a team. That boy will be just fine, man.
Especially 44. All right, 2nd and 20, 3-score game. The snow is coming down even harder. This is tough to do. 2x2 set. I like that it's all inside the numbers. Play action fake. Okay, here's the one. Here's the play that you just can't have happen, right? You're trying to make too much happen. And it's an interception. This is the one play where I'm like, hey, just know when the journey's over, right? You're having a deep down the field throw. So you're having a pylon throw, which means you're going to go touch the hash and go to the pylon of the end zone at 40 yards. You have a deep cross route, 18 to 22 yards. And usually you have an in route, but it looks like they're going an in and go. So I'm not sure if he's trying to throw this back here, but whatever it is, look, stuff's covered. You can't always take the shot down the field. It looks to me he's throwing here. There's nothing in the flat. That's sort of my issue. You have to just take the check down right there. Know when the journey's over, take the check down, which is easier said than done because I think that's Simmons trying to eat his lunch. But you just can't do this. And I know there's some things that happen. This is the 1 or 2 play that he's going to want back. You're pretty much just reading half side of the field, right? You're reading this.
If healthy next year, Harold Fannin Jr. will be at least an all-pro. I mean, at least a Pro Bowl player next year, maybe all-pro. Because once he learned this is my safety net, not even a safety net, but a go-to. Because you may get a number one receiver next year, who knows? But Harold Fannin Jr. is a top tier tight end. Sorry, Njoku, but I think it's your contract year. They drafted your replacement this year, and he's balling out. They're not going to give you a great deal. You probably have to go into free agency. It sucks, but Harold Fannin Jr. All pro next year, bro. Look like it. He's a monster, a monster.
This pylon route to this over route. Simmons does a nice job, but look, watch him make Simmons fall right there. Like, that's wild to me. Like, this is an all-pro defensive tackle. You make them fall. They were all sorts of stuff. Right there, just throw the ball away. He's seen all this stuff. Just throw the football away. Don't make a bad play worse. This is all part. I mean, look at the ball, too. It sort of sails. It's a wobbler because it's wet. And when that happens, man, just let the football die down. He's trying to make play. I get it. You cannot do this in the NFL. There's just too many good guys. Keeping it open, ball slips, wet weather, not good. All right, here we go, 3rd and 10. All right, they're down quite a bit. All right, 3rd and 10. Watch this throw. This is a very tight window throw. You start this receiver outside, you move him inside. Now you have a tight bunch up top. They're pressuring. Step up in the pocket, throw this between 4 defenders. It's just excellent. So you're going to have this is a through route. Run and keep running 40 yards down the field. Try to take this safety away. You're going to have this like underneath route, which is like a grab route. And then you're going to have this dagger route. So you really want to read low to high. You want to make sure everyone attaches to this sit route. And then you're going to throw this dagger route. Well, this is a good versus all play. But when you have a defender like this running through and sort of turning, that just makes it hard. Look at him throw this. So he's throwing the ball now. And he's just trusting that this linebacker is going to continue to run. You have outside leverage. The linebacker actually turns around and you throw this perfectly thrown football in between 3 guys on a money down in a much needed game.
He had this last week, didn't take the throw. This week he had it, put it on the money. And one thing that I'm saying that's a big difference from last week, this week he's on schedule. He's trusting his eyes and he's on schedule. That's the natural progression that's going to come. The natural progression that's going to come from him getting more reps and getting more comfortable, getting adjusted to game speed. You know, I know this is not the best team, but no other quarterback has thrown this many yards on the Tennessee Titans all year, and he's had the best and probably the MVP of the year. Matthew Stafford did not throw over 300 yards on the Titans, and I get it, but these are still NFL players. They are great players, regardless of what you may think. So great performance, man.
To number 19. I just love it. I like it. They're trying to, okay, is that a linebacker? Is that a linebacker? No, that's a safety. That's a nickel. No, that's there. Who knows where they're blitzing from? The O-line, great job. They pick it up. Great job right here, right? Step up in the pocket and a tight window throw. 1, 2, 3. Look at his base too, right? Watch his base. 1, 2, 3. See him base, both feet on the ground, short step. See that short step right here, this front foot? Short step. Can't even finish through and follow through. And it's a nice throw. Great job. Really nice job. Let's watch it from this view because this is a really nice angle too. All right, here you go. His pocket presence is getting really good too. You know, this rush is tough. Simmons is trying to get to him, not so much. Throw this. Can't even follow through. Nice throw. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want
and there was much more better throws, but that's a short one. I think he does much more on Patreon, so you can guys go ahead and check out his Patreon to see everything, man. But it was so many dots. Man, I'm very, very excited about Shedeur Sanders' future in the NFL. I don't know about Cleveland because Cleveland got a lot of bullshit going on, but I'm excited about his future in the NFL. But let's tap in with Well-Off Media, Dillon Sanders Jr. coverage at the end of the game when Shedeur linked up with Cam Ward. Did he say we gonna run this shit? Let me see one more time. I think he said we gonna run this. Me and you gonna run this shit. We gonna run this hoe. And Shedeur said for sure. What we doing in the off season?
He the boy. Hey, that's you want to get this shit.
I'm gonna make sure you get it. I'll make sure the hallway. Hey, make sure he get the jersey. Make sure the book. Appreciate that, boy. So it's good, baby. Hey, boy, keep going. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Way back. Way back, baby. You selling the tickets. You selling the motherfucking tickets. Keep going, bro.
Yo, this motherfucker here, Schlesinger, that boy is a monster. A monster. Remind me of a prototypical linebacker from when I was a little ass kid. A Zach Thomas, Brian Urlacher type motherfucker. This boy here, all over the field. What he say? He has like a magnet attached to the ball, a heat seeker. Boy, he's a monster. Defensive rookie of the year, regardless. Outside the quarterback shit, they drafted very well. They said, like, outside of Jerry Jeudy, all skill positions that was on the field for the last drive were rookies. Like, especially when Cedric Tillman got hurt. Bruh, they drafted pretty well, in my opinion. They got the quarterback shit figured out. Next year, you got another drive. Go at it again. I think they'll be okay, but the coach gotta... Once again, y'all got a deal. But this motherfucker here, Schlesinger. You love defense. The way that boy play, he be all over the field, boy, flying. Here remind me of another linebacker that plays similar as a linebacker from the Lions. I believe number 47 or 46, some shit. Y'all know homie name. He be all over the fucking field too, wrecking shit.
Touchdowns? 350? 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. I need to make some money for real. Come on, man. Come on, let's put that shit on eBay after the game.
Jack Campbell, that's buddy name. Jack Campbell. Whew. Jack Campbell, a monster.
I'm gonna do one. What's going on the offseason, man? Yeah, I gotta make it through the season first. We got 2 different problems over here, buddy. You show up, Buck? No. Someone.
That's both their QB coach right there.
The label. Listen. Be safe, man. Oh, you gotta walk. I gotta walk. I see how you rocking my butt.
All right, check out the full coverage at Well Off Media. Shout out to Dillon Sanders Jr. getting the dope ass coverage all the damn time, man. He got some great sideline or goal line, end zone coverage and footage. Check out everything over there with Well Off Media. Now, in case you missed it, Jeffrey Simmons was throwing up the Shedeur, but he said he had to do it to talk shit back because Shedeur, bro, this man's such a dog. After they scored a touchdown, when he threw that beautiful pass to Njoku, he had to come and find Simmons. He had to come and find Simmons to go ahead and throw it to Shedeur in his face. Oh man, I miss football, bro. I miss the shit talking in football, bro. Competitive sports here whipping ass, but boy. So I posted this before, but in case you missed it, this is what Simmons got to say, man.
Competitor, man. Like, he's been a competitor all his life. I mean, a fan of, you know, his family, especially with Deion. You know, them guys were right there in my backyard in Jackson State. So, you know, I was kind of watching them, especially when they was at Jackson State. So I've been knew he was a competitor. I mean, it's the reason why you see the pre-draft things with him and Shedeur. I mean, him and Cam. So, like, you know he's a competitor. You know he's gonna talk smack. You know, I love it. You know, I told him we talked after the game and throughout the game, like, you know, that's his team now. So he gonna be a star in this league. He already a star. So you enjoy it when you playing against a guy like that. That's, you know, can give you a little smack talk back, but you also gotta kind of let him know he's still a rookie. I told him that. He was like, "God damn, you back here every play." I'm like, "He's a rookie." So, but no, it was fun. It was fun to be able to, you know, smack talk, but also still respect the game.
You got. Man, but yeah, shout out to Jeff. That boy's a monster too. You don't watch too many Titans games because of the fucking Titans, but seeing him play, boy, he wrecked shit. He wrecked shit. You know, he had his fingerprint on the game much more than Myles Garrett. You know, Myles Garrett, he was getting chipped a lot. They had a whole game plan to try their best to avoid him, but you couldn't avoid this motherfucker. Not saying he better, but, you know, he did have a great game. But yeah, though, that boy said that's his team now. And once again, Shedeur Sanders will be starting from here on out for the rest of the season. I'm excited to see what's going to come from this shit, bro. Shedeur, keep doing your thing. Keep cooking, my boy. You getting better. That's why I told y'all, man, I seen so many people up in arms just about, you know, talking about, you know, what he can do to improve. I told y'all, I'm excited about every single part of the journey. I love the process. So when it comes to, like, you know, looking at this shit, okay, I like anime, bro. I like seeing when someone has little issues, little flaws, and then they work on them flaws and then they prevail. That's how I'm looking at this shit for Shedeur. I see, okay, this is flaw right here. Bet. He worked on it. He called it out himself. And you saw he immediately got better at it. You know, knew when to take the big play versus, you know, keep the sticks moving. He made that improvement. And yes, there was a time when it was he did have a big throw to Harold Fannin Jr. on the out and up on the outside through the dime on that same drive. He threw the interception because he felt himself. He was trying to get it going, but then put himself back down, got back grounded, got back to work, and brought them back. You know, and he was stepping up in the pocket, buying himself a little bit more time, slight movements, you know, not going exiting the back behind the pocket, but stepping up within it. And, you know, sometimes got to take sacks. Okay. Sometimes got to throw it away. Okay. But huge improvement. Dotting shit up. Amazing game from him. And like Tony Grossi said, he won, the Browns lost. That's Grossi said, you feel me? So I'm loving everything we're seeing, and I'm going to be, you know, critical of things that I see and being honest and show love when I'm seeing great things as well. But from day one, I knew this man was a first round talent, second round, the latest. You feel me? I thought, what's the name, far as talent wise, Cam Ward was slightly better far as talent wise, but mental accuracy, Shedeur got it. Shedeur got it. But Edo, y'all gotta let me know what you gotta say in the comment section below. But listen, make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also this video right here. We'll be collaborating with my All Balls channel. Make sure you follow the All Balls channel as well for only sports content. I'm gonna make sure we got more than just Shedeur coverage on there as well. I gotta make sure I'm up on game because all I do is watch sports and listen to music, bro. So y'all hold on tight, man. Let's go ahead and turn up and continue to have a great year. End this thing out with a bang. I'm out.